All right, so let's start over today's lab. Today we're gonna work on lab number 6, part 1, and in this particular lab we're gonna see how we can design a simple website. Again, in the part number 2, we're gonna do some advanced things, CSS, cascading, style sheets, where we can see how we can create designs, etc., etc. So let's get started with task number 1. In the task number 1, we need to design a simple web page having your name as a heading and your biography as a paragraph. So like your education, hobbies, and things like that. So let's create a simple web page. So in order to create a web page and in order to get our lab number 6 done, what I'm gonna do is you can of course use any kind of advanced tools like web page editors like Adobe Dreamweaver, etc., etc. But since we can create a web page or website using a text document, so let's use a simple text notepad or text editor. So get to your desktop and let's right click on your desktop and let's create a folder so we can organize all our data in that particular folder. So let's name it web pages, or I mean the name doesn't matter, but let's name it web pages. Open it up and let me create a text document here so we can make that text document as a web page. So right click, new, and let's create a text document and let's name it, for example, lab 6. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, file, save as, and let's make it a HTML document. So I'm going to make it lab6.html, and let's make it all files and hit save. Once you do that, you will see it will create a HTML document for you. So let me just get rid of this text document. I just want to keep that particular one here. I'm going to delete this one. If I open it up, you will see this is a HTML document and there's nothing inside that document right now. So we created a HTML document, but we don't have anything inside it. So right click on it and open with Notepad. You can use Notepad++ or whatever you have. So first of all, let's make a simple structure. And if you now remember the structure of a web page, HTML, because it's a HTML document, so we will put two tags. Firstly, HTML starting tag and the closing tag. All the web page stuff will be between these two tags. Then as I told you guys, all the websites got a head and a body. So I just put two tags for a starting tag of head, starting tag for closing of head. Sorry, the closing of head tag. Then I'm gonna put a body tag, and let's put a closing tag for body. And whatever you want to display on your web page, what it should be between the body. So let's say if you just type here, this is body. And if you, for example, hit file and save it, and what I'm going to do is I am going to make it slightly minimize, and let me open this web page as well so you guys can see. This is body, you can see the result. So I'm going to actually replace it on real time so you guys have an idea about it. Okay, and let's see, and let's make it like this. So for example, as I mentioned, if you put anything in the head, it's not going to show on your web page. Whatever we put on the head, it's basically go inside the like for example, if you want to add a script like JavaScript or things like that, that's basically something that goes mainly in the head. Let's say for example, if you want to add a title, so I'm gonna add a title tag. Okay, and let's say in title name it, for example, lab 6, for example, and let me close this, close the title tag, and it's between the head tags. So let me save this, and if you refresh the page, you guys will see the tab title got changed with whatever you typed here. Okay, if you do that, refresh it automatically, whatever you put it will get changed. Now let's come to our agenda. What we need to do, we need to add your name as a heading and then your biography as a paragraph. So let's see how we can do that. So we need to go to the body, and to add the heading, if you remember, we discussed there's a heading tag, and let's say in heading tag, enter your name. For example, I'm going to name sample, let's say Alice Martin, and closing tag of heading. And if you save this and refresh the browser here, you will see this particular page got, I mean, it becomes a heading. You can make a small heading as well, but that's fine again. So Alice Martin, and let's say I'm gonna put a biography here, and let me just show you one thing here. All right, so I'm gonna actually add some kind of a small heading here. Let's say heading 2, or let's say heading 3, for example, biography, like bio, or let's say education, for example, education, and let's say heading 2, and let me save this. And let's say whatever you want under the head education. I'm gonna put a paragraph here, so I'll put P, and let's say, hey, I am doing my BS in, let's say, digital media, okay, at GGC. And then I need to close my paragraph tab. This should be lowercase. So this is basically how it looks. If you see paragraph, hi, I'm doing my BS at GGC, okay, something like that. So you just have to put as, I mean, your education, your other stuff. Let me just refresh it. You guys can see it basically comes under that. So after that, for example, if you want to add another heading, for example, heading 3, the same size of heading. Heading 3 is basically the size of heading. It should be heading 3, of course, it's my bad. And let's say you can type here, for example, hobbies, okay, and heading 3. And let me save this, and let's refresh this browser. You guys can see it will come after that. So what you need to do is you just have to add education, your hobbies, your biography. It's something about like, hey, I live here, etc., etc., etc. So just a small introduction, and take a screenshot of this environment. So that is going to be your task number 1, okay, where you just have to create a heading and just biography as education, and hobbies as a paragraph, okay. All right, so next is the design a web page which should topic. You need to describe a topic. You can Google it and just add a video which can best describe the topic. For example, let's say, I mean, again, the same way you need to create a web page, or you can modify this. It's up to you. Let's say this is Lab 6, Task 2. This is the heading. All right, so this is the heading. So let me save this. And if you refresh it, automatically Lab 6 Task 2, it got changed. You can actually put a title here, title of the topic. Let's say whatever the topic you want. For example, Apple products. Okay. Save this. So I want to talk about, let's say, Apple products. The most important thing down here is you don't have to put the headings here. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to put a heading, you can actually directly start talking about, for example, the product. Okay. Let's say the paragraph, and then whatever you want. Let's say you can talk about, for example, Apple is one of the leading, just do some research on it, leading companies, etc., etc. Whatever you want to put in on your web page, you can actually put in the paragraph. And then let me save this, and let me refresh it. Okay, so for example, just write 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, whatever the topic you pick. And after that, for example, you want to put a supporting video. So you can go to, for example, YouTube.
So when it comes time to...
All right, so youtube.com, let's go.
So when it comes time to start adding animation to your game, there are really 2 primary ways to go about
YouTube. Okay, so for example, let's say you want to talk about YouTube, and let's say you want to put this video. Open the video.
You want to learn how to
whatever the video you want, for example, you can go to that particular video, and let's say click share. And if you guys see embed, you see embed thing, click embed, copy it. And after you copy that, you just have to put wherever you want this. Let's say I want this particular thing on my web page, so I'm gonna actually put under the, for example, this paragraph. Okay, so just click file, save this, minimize it, and if I refresh my browser, it will fetch the video, and you
If you
can
want to
actually
learn how
play
to
the video right
program
here.
but don't know where to start, this video.
Got it? So this is basically what we have to do in the task number 2. So in task 2, what we're supposed to do, topic, you can pick any topic, write 2 to 3 lines, and then of course a supporting video, something like that, what we have done here. Okay, so we just have to get the video iframe from YouTube. The last task for the lab 6 is, again, I want you guys to spend your time, give it to your time, and write in your own words, put as much design as you want. The last thing is the revise the task 1 and add the ordered list, like your name, biography, and all. Let's see what is ordered list. So what I'm going to do is, all right, so I'm going to actually modify everything from here. Let's say I'm going to put the body tab here, body, I'm sorry about that, and it's going to be a closing body tag, and let's say what else we want, and the HTML closing as well, it was also missing. So let's say it's the lab 6 task 3. Just keep putting the same title, whatever the task you are on it, and then let's say in body I'm going to actually add my introduction. Okay, so let me just put my heading of myself. Let's say Alice, like your name, and let's say after that, let's say you want ordered list. In the in our chapter number 8 part 3, we have discussed that, and I'm gonna actually put it ordered list. Ordered list is basically where you can put some numbers. So, and do we have to put ordered? Yeah, ordered is basically the numbers, and unordered list is basically where you just put the bullets. I'm gonna show you both. So for example, for ordered list, I'm gonna put an ordered list, OL ordered list, and whatever you want to see in the list. Okay, and closing of ordered list, this is the tag, everything will come in between. So list item, LI, whatever the item you want, list item, let's say education, and whatever you want in education, let's say BS IT, okay, BS IT, and let me close my list item. And let's say after that I want to put another list item, let's say majors, for example, digital media, and let's say after that you want to put another list, LI, let's say for example let's say experience. So for experience I'm putting, let's say etc., let's say 4 years of designing experience. Okay, and let me close this, and let me show you how it will look when you put it down here. So let me save this, and let's refresh. So you guys can see the ordered list will create something like that. That's basically the ordered list. Now for example, if I just make it to unordered list, UL, if you make it UL, so you just have to take a screenshot with OL. If I use that one, so you guys will see those will turn into the bullets. We can change the bullets with some other bullets. We just have to apply what we call the styling. One thing which probably you want to see, for example, let's say if you want to change the background color, this is what we're going to do in the lab 6 part 2. But I just want to show you if anybody is interested in order to change, for example, the background color. So background color is white. If you want to change that, we have to add a style. So style will be added as an attribute in the body. So we will put a style. So style is basically the attribute, and let's say the background style. So you will type background. This is CSS, by the way, background, and let's say background color, whatever the color you want, or you can put a color code as well. Let's say if you want a pink color, pink, semicolon, close. Now what we did is we just put an attribute. This is called the attribute of the body. So body, the web page, it will give a style. Which kind of style? Background color to the pink. Okay, so make sure you just put all these things. So if I save this, you will see the color of background got changed. Okay, you can also change any other color. Let's say cyan color. It will change the color of your background as well. Okay, one last thing, if before we leave. It's not required. Again, I'm telling you, it's just for your interest. If you want, for example, if you want to do that, okay, if you want to do that, otherwise it's up to you. You don't have to add the colors, because in the part 2, of course, we will do that, but this is just for your interest. Let's say if you want to change the color of your text, okay, if you want to change the color of your text, let's say for heading Alice. Let's say I want to change the color of Alice color heading. So I need to put a style here for Alice. Let's say style, again CSS style, and let's say color, whatever the color you want. Let's say I want to give a color red, and then semicolon. That's it. So now what's gonna happen? The color of this text Alice heading will be changed to red. Okay, if you want to change the color of the text, okay, so that's simple styling. So it will change the color of the text. Okay, you can pick any other color. There are many colors. There are definitely 16 million colors, of course. So that's it about overlap. If anybody will have any questions, please let me know. That's it about lab 6 part 3. So see you guys in class. Okay, thank you.